50, 35, 15. That's how I told my mom to put her money to work. And I'm going to do the same. I watched a video from, I believe the channel is called Minority Mindset. And I think the YouTuber's name is Jaspreet. I don't know how to pronounce his name exactly. But he had the 75, 15, 10 rule. And I think he said spend 75, invest 15, and then put 10 into an emergency fund or something like that. But I'm putting my money to work a little bit different, and I'm doing the same for my mom. And eventually, well, I got a call from my dad, and he's like, how you helping your mom and don't want to help me? He didn't say it exactly like that, but his whole energy was like, yo, come on. What about me too? But I said, all right, this is how I'm going to break up the money. This is how I'm going to put it to work. And let me know what your thoughts are on this. I said 50% I'm going to invest. And when I say invest, I mean like putting it to work to grow somewhere. Like whether I'm going to put it into a high yield savings, I'm going to buy stocks, I'm going to, whatever. Right. And then 35% of it, I'm going to use to pay whatever bills I have to pay. Okay. And then the 15% of it, I'm going to do whatever the hell I want to do to fulfill whatever the urge that I have to spend on whatever I want to spend on. Like it could be gifts for my kids. It could be a gift for my wife or something special I want to do for her, our anniversary, her birthday, or whatever it is, or even just something I want to do for myself, right? I feel in this day and age, we've gotten so accustomed to spending that it's very difficult to dial back on that habit of spending. So when we start to go out there and we start to window shop and we start to see like different things that, oh man, I really wanted that. Oh, we really wanted that. But if you know that you could save up this 15% to eventually get to buy that thing that you really want, I feel like, man, one, I'll be investing aggressively with 50% of my earnings going into investments. 35% of it would basically pay off my bills, whatever bills I have. And then 15% I get to spend on whatever I want. I feel that is a really good way, and nothing against the Minority Mindset's 75, 15, 10 rule. I just changed up those percentages and I changed up my reasoning on what I'm going to do with that money. So as soon as I get $100, $15 go to me for me to do whatever the hell I want to do with it. 35% of it, or $35, go to the bills. And then $50 go into some kind of way for that money to grow. Some kind of way. I don't care how it goes. But I'm like, man, hey, immediately $50, as soon as I get paid, hey, go make me some money. 35, oh, that bill got to get paid. Oh, it's not due yet. I'm going to pay it anyway. $15, I really wanted to get my kids those shoes. I'm going to just go get it right now. Or, man, I'm low on cologne. I want to go get that cologne I've been hearing all over TikTok. Or whatever it is. And I'm just like, man, that is definitely something I really want to do. And I said, let me just apply it. I'm just going to apply it. I'm going to teach all of my family my methods. I have nothing against Jaspreet. I hope I'm saying his name right. Or the channel is called Minority Mindset. I have nothing against his way of doing things as far as like emergency fund and investing 15 cents of a dollar. I'm more aggressive with the investing. And then 75% is going to spend on whatever the bills and everything you want to spend it on. I'm like, nope. To me, that's not going to work for me. And I'm not going to teach my family or the people I have conversations with anything other than what I am doing for myself. So $50 of 100 is literally going into investing or a way for the money to grow. $35 is immediately going to pay a bill or to take care of the household. And then $15 is going to me. I get to do whatever the hell I want to do with that. And I'm going to just break it down into percentages. 50%, 35%, and then 15%. Whatever you earn, I'm not giving advice here, but I'm just saying if you want to apply it, right? But whatever you earn, you apply that and you just put that money to work. You automatically got it for whatever you need it for. And I also had another conversation with my mom. Keep in mind, I have a lot of conversations with my mom about finances. Another conversation I had with her is like just using other people's money versus using a debit card. And that debit card, the reason why I say that is because when you use other people's money, like say a credit card, I hear a lot of things about, like get rid of credit cards and all these different things. It's like you got to have a purpose. At least in my opinion, you got to have a reason for getting this thing. And if your reason is just to have one and to spend it, it's like an emergency fund, it's not really going to work in your favor, in my opinion, right? So what I'm saying is like, I see if I get a credit card, I'm getting a credit card to build credit. I'm putting it to work to build my credit. And what I'm eventually going to use my credit card for, or my credit for, is maybe I want to finance a vehicle, or maybe I want to buy another house, or maybe I want to do something that requires me having a great credit score. That's why I would get a credit card to build my credit. And in order to do so, I would then say, okay, well, this is my credit limit, and I'm going to use the money that I need to pay whatever I need to pay for, and then use my real money and pay that balance off. It's still me spending it versus me spending it on a credit card and not paying it. So I had my mother understand this, where she now has a better understanding of credit. And I'm like, man, I wish I would have applied this long time ago. But this is just where I'm at. And like I said, I'm documenting my journey. I am now 39 years old. April 27th, 2025, I turned 39. And I'm trying to lock in as much as I can before I hit 40. I haven't opened up my Acorns account yet, or accounts, I should say, because I then realized, oh man, I do have to pay for this. And then I'm like, wait, I thought I didn't have to pay for it. And I was giving Robinhood flack, I should say. And I was like, oh man, I got to pay for this. I got to pay for that. Okay, all right. So I want to be able to invest or put enough money into my Acorns or my Robinhood, where if I decide to get Robinhood Gold, or if I decide to go with Acorns, which I have made my decision already, I'm just saying if, but when I decide to go and open up these accounts and have it ready to go, I want the money that it earns to be able to pay its monthly dues, or whatever that monthly due is. So I don't want to have to keep coming out of pocket to pay a bill to Acorns or Robinhood. I want whatever I invest or whatever I have in an account with that brokerage company, I want it to pay for itself. I don't want to have to, I don't want to come out of pocket any more than I have already. So let me know your opinion about what I'm saying. Yes, it may be a budgeting rule, but my way of looking at it is put the money to work, put majority of my money to work, and then we'll talk about it later. So 50% is going to, for one last time, I know I'm rambling, but 50% is going to investing or growing. 35% is going to paying my bills. And then 15% is going to me fulfilling whatever spending craves that I have. What's your thoughts on it?